And Dorrit, what comes up for you when we talk about decisions and intentions?
Oh, for the first, well, 2/3 of my life, I used to be a complete people pleaser and doing everything for everyone else. What I wanted and needed wasn't an issue. As long as I was fed and had a place to sleep and clothes, that was okay, and when that shifted, when I got to be a recovering people pleaser, I decided to focus on my own joy, on making decisions based on what is good for me. And that has been such a great change, because I can make the decision not from a selfish point of view, but make a decision based on what I feel is good for me to do for others, not what others are expecting me to do for them, if that makes sense. I just, when I can put that intention out there that, well, every morning, for instance, I wake up and the first thing I do is kind of send a thought out to the universe. Who can I help today? Who will I connect to today that needs me or my service? Or who can I bring happiness to? And whatever comes into my mind, I send them a text message, I send them an email, I pick up the phone if they're in Norway, or, and just connect, because that's just the way I am. And if there is something that I can, during the conversation, do to make that person's life a little bit brighter, or make them laugh, or whatever, then I know that I've done something good, and that just feeds me. So, like the lovely ladies were saying before here, the thing about self-care, for instance, my self-care used to be limited to maybe putting nail polish on my fingers right before I ran out the door for a meeting or something. That was it. There was no soaking in a tub, or sitting with a facial mask, or going to the hairdresser. I did that like once a year and did my own hair the rest of the time. Couldn't spend money on that. Like, So now being able to make those decisions and have the intention that I'm important, that my well-being is important too, and that I can make decisions for me and my life, and not asking around what everyone else thinks and what I should be doing, and taking into account everything else. I can just say, no, that's not working for me, and just say that sentence like 3 years ago, that would be like, I couldn't even imagine. That would be so rude and selfish, and oh my God, So I just love it. And so thank you for letting me share that.
Absolutely, Dorrit. Congratulations, right, for making yourself a priority. You talked about the word self-care. I heard self-care and selfish, and I got to blow that up. Okay, because I just think to myself, self-care is not selfish. We've been conditioned to believe that, and I'd like to shatter that. Right? It's that belief that it's selfish to put others first and leave yourself out. That is backwards to me. Although I did receive that message growing up, to be in service or to help others first before myself. And I've discovered through my journey of self-discovery that my energy is quite low when I am prioritizing everyone else and not myself. And so I had it backwards for a while. And now, like you're saying, Dorrit, I've shattered that belief. I flipped it on its head. I flipped that script, and I do not see it as selfish to take time to replenish your energy. In fact, I see that as a very loving thing for us to do. See, when we're full of love for ourselves, as I mentioned earlier, then we can freely give it away without that feeling of resentment. And so I just love how you added to the conversation today, Dorrit. Thank you.